Hello everyone and welcome back. The Harry Potter TV show received a huge update as of recent hours, as Max have finally appointed a director and a showrunner for the promised faithful adaptation of the 7 books as we begin to close in on getting things properly moving for this show. Francesca Gardner has won the role of showrunner for the series, beating out the other 2 finalists Tom Moran and Kathleen Jordan to the job. Francesca is well known for her work on the hit TV show Succession. She also worked on Killing Eve, in addition to producing 6 episodes of the show His Dark Materials. With all of that experience under her belt, she was clearly deemed more than good enough to take on the showrunner writer role for the first season of the Harry Potter TV show. It's going to be really interesting to see what way she applies herself to adapting the book onto the small screen. As I said, she'll take on the first season, The Philosopher's Stone, which I hope they use as an all-round name on both continents and not separated again with the Philosopher's and Sorcerer's Stone kind of thing. It should have never been the Sorcerer's Stone in the first place. Yeah, I get they were trying to appeal to the US audience, but let's get factual and accurate for this TV show. As I said, Francesca beat out 2 others for the job. Tom Moran, who wrote and created the Devil's Hour TV series on Prime, about a woman who wakes up at exactly 3:33 every night. It's a pretty decent watch actually. And she also beat Kathleen Jordan, who has a decent level of experience in the executive producer showrunner role, her most recent work being on the newly released show The Decameron, set in the time of the Black Death, the deadliest pandemic in human history. So as you can see guys, Francesca had some tough competition to beat, but beat them she did, and she is the confirmed showrunner for Harry Potter on Max. Guys, before we start, I'd like to talk about today's sponsor, Surfshark. Surfshark offer you an incredibly powerful VPN to protect your internet privacy. In today's computer age, hackers are constantly trying to gain access to your bank account details, your social media passwords, and access to your personal information, amongst many other things. This can all be prevented when browsing under Surfshark's protection. Not only does it protect your privacy, it also offers you a lot more. Different countries have different viewing restrictions on what content can be viewed. Therefore, by logging into a VPN based in another country, you can gain access to that content that may be blocked in the country that you live in. For those of you who've always wanted to watch the full 8 Harry Potter movies on Netflix, but haven't been able to in your own country, you can simply select Turkey on your Surfshark VPN location and have full access to every single one of them. It's that simple. Secure your privacy with Surfshark. Enter coupon code POTTER for an extra 4 months free. You'll also be able to use Surfshark on as many devices as you like. There's no limits. And finally, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Basically, if you're not happy, if you're not satisfied, then your money will be returned. It's a no-brainer, guys. So sign up to Surfshark right now by clicking the link in the description below. Now, alongside Francesca, Max have hired a man that I consider a juggernaut director for this show in Mark Mylod. For those of you who may not be aware of Mark or his background, this director has worked on hit shows such as Shameless, Succession, Entourage, Once Upon a Time, a show that I really enjoyed and is very underrated, The Last of Us, another solid show, and a little teeny tiny small show that some of you may know called Game of Thrones. This man has experience in the fantasy realm, and with 4 Emmys and a total of 16 awards on his belt, I'm very confident that Harry Potter is in very safe hands with Mark at the wheel and Francesca the showrunner. Mark will also be working in a hands-on role as executive producer in addition to his directorial role. Now, J.K. Rowling has also officially signed on to be an executive producer, but isn't expected to have the heavy day-to-day involvements that would normally come with this role. She'll also have the final say on how the show will link together for certain critical moments from the book, and joining Joe, Mark and Francesca is Neil Blair, Ruth Kelly Letts, and a man we're very familiar with from the movies, David Heyman, all from Bronte Film, who will co-produce with Warner Brothers Television. There is lots happening right now, guys, and it's starting to get exciting. And what's even more interesting is that J.K. Rowling herself was heavily involved in the interview process for hiring Mark and Francesca, and she is dead set on having the most faithful adaptation of the books as possible. She actually announced this on X, which reads as follows: "I am truly thrilled to announce our director and writer, both of whom I interviewed as part of the production team. Both have a genuine passion for Harry Potter, and having read Francesca's pilot script and heard Mark's vision, I am certain the TV show will more than live up to expectations." So guys, we know there's a pilot script, it's on actual paper, it's written. We know Mark Mylod has painted his vision for the show and Joe loves it. This team is really promising. It's two people who have a fresh yet experienced approach to Harry Potter. Mark in particular is known for not lingering or fetishing locations in his story, as if to show that the characters themselves are so well used to their surroundings as the story progresses. Speaking about this approach in his previous work, he says it's important not to, quote, fetishize locations, and we try not to fetishize the trappings of wealth with the camera. By taking it for granted, then we better reflect the characters and their attitudes towards that world. So it will be interesting to see how he plays down a huge magical school known as Hogwarts. Max's official synopsis on the show has been slightly updated, paying homage to the already existing film franchise, which now reads, and I quote, "This series will feature a new cast to lead a new generation of fandom, full of the fantastic detail and much loved characters Harry Potter fans have loved for over 25 years. Each season will bring Harry Potter and those incredible adventures to new audiences around the world, while the original, classic and cherished films will remain at the core of the franchise and available to watch globally." What a huge update for the show, guys. I am so excited for the casting process to go ahead. I know we're all really excited to find out who's going to be the next Harry Potter. With an aim for a 2026 release, I'm pretty confident that the casting will be getting underway very soon, pretty soon. Guys, let me know, what do you think of the new director and showrunner? Are you familiar with their work? Are you happy with their appointments? Personally, I believe they are really going to add something to the show. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the very next video.